Gopal Jiu publication presents Paripraśna, the process of inquiry, from the teachings of Srimad Gour Govinda Swami Maharaja, edited by Madhavanda Prabhuji. Chapter 3, The Fruit of Varnasrama Dharma, page 40, Ultimate Result. If the Varnashramis, the persons following the principles of Varnasrama Dharma, are free from the desire for their own enjoyment and happiness, then the result they derive will not be material but will be spiritual. If one offers the result of his activities for the pleasure of Lord Hari, then one's heart becomes cleansed of all material contamination. With a purified heart, one inquires, "Who am I? Why have I been suffering? Who is the Supreme Lord? What is my relationship with Him? How can it be established?" These are tattva jigyasa, inquiries into the absolute truth. When they arise in the heart, it may be understood that such a heart has become purified, and the ultimate result of following Varnasrama Dharma has been achieved. Next, one must find a qualified person who can give the proper answers to these inquiries. One must approach a guru, a tattva acharya, who can give the answers. By hearing from such a sadhu guru, one will develop faith in the words of sadhu, shastra guru, and develop a taste for Harikatha. This faith and taste for Harikatha are the result of tattva jigyasa, hearing from a bona fide sadhu guru. Such a person will make inquiries concerning the Atma, the soul. He will never inquire about how to have a nice body, how to enjoy nicely, how to have peace of mind. He or she will never ask, "My body is very sick. What shall I do? How can I have a good physique? I am getting old. How can I always remain a young man or a young lady so that I will enjoy forever?" If one inquires like this, then he is on the material platform. He is not engaged in Haritoshana, offering the fruit of his activity for the satisfaction of Lord Hari. Though he is following the principles of Varnasrama Dharma, he is following Asuri Varnasrama Dharma, not Devi Varnasrama Dharma. Inquiring about Atma and Paramatma, the soul and the Supreme Soul, and never inquiring about the body and mind, he will come to a tattva acharya guru who can give a proper answer to his inquiry. Hearing from such a sadhu guru, he will develop taste for Harikatha. Such a person's soul has become hungry, not that the body is hungry. Only one whose soul is hungry inquires about the soul and the super soul. He will never inquire about the body and mind. What is the food for the soul? The food for the soul is Harikatha. When he hears Harikatha, his soul gets food. The soul becomes pleased. Yayatma suprasiddhati. By this, it is to be understood that he has utilized all the results of his activities for the satisfaction of Lord Hari, not for himself. Dharmasvanushtita pumsa vishvaksena kathasuyah notapadyedi ratim shrama evahi kevalam. The occupational duties a man performs are only so much useless labor if they do not promote attraction for the message of the personality of Godhead. Bhagavatam, 1st Canto, 2nd Chapter, verse number 8. One may be following the principles of Varnasrama Dharma, but if he has not developed a taste for Hari Katha, then whatever he is doing is useless labor. Shrama eva hi kevalam. When one develops a taste for Hari Katha, he becomes elevated to the pure devotional platform. He is no more in the Varnasrama Dharma category. He has been elevated above it. Our ultimate goal is to come to the liberated stage, to be situated in our constitutional position as Krishna Das, Jivera Swarupahaya Krishnera Nityadas. The soul's constitutional position is to be an eternal servant of Krishna. 24 hours, day and night, he is engaged in Krishna's loving service. He has no desire for material enjoyment and no desire for liberation. He has only one desire: how to give all pleasure and enjoyment to the senses of Krishna, how to render loving service to Krishna. That is Yayatma Suprasiddhati, the dharma of the Atma, the soul. If the soul is engaged in the loving service of the Supreme Lord Hari, he can get pleasure, otherwise he cannot. Save pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adhokshaje ahetuki apratihata yayatma suprasiddhati. The supreme occupation, dharma, for all humanity is that by which men can attain to loving devotional service unto the transcendent Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted to completely satisfy the self. Bhagavatam, 1st Canto, 2nd Chapter, verse number 6. This is the real dharma of the soul, to be engaged in the loving service of Lord Hari, Krishna. One should become Krishna Das. Approaching a sadhu guru, he will instruct you, Jivera Swarupahaya Krishnera Nityadas. This is your Swarupa, your real identity. You are the eternal servant of Krishna, not the servant of your body, senses and mind, or your family and country. By receiving such instructions on tattva, tattva upadesh, and by hearing Krishna Katha, gradually a person will develop a devotional attitude. Stopping at the end of second last paragraph on page 42. Thank you. Hare Krishna.